Hey everybody, Motorpoet 59 here. Looks like Donald Trump has a very good chance of becoming the 2024 Republican presidential nominee. And while I was and continue to be a big supporter of Donald Trump, I don't care for Donald Trump personally, never have. I always thought he was a buffoon. But when he became president, when he started talking in his campaign about the things he wanted to accomplish, I started looking at him in a different light and started researching him. And hey, the guy was a darling of the left. I was very skeptical because he had the Clintons in his pocket, and they never had him in theirs, but he had them in his pocket. He had a lot of Democrats in his pocket. He had a lot of Republicans in his pocket because he's a smart guy. He hedged his bets. He gave money to both sides. That way, if whoever won, it didn't matter, he would be in the catbird seat, and it worked out for him. But my personal feelings for him aside, I think he was a great president. He tried to do great things, but the Democrats and the RINOs wouldn't let him do it. And I've made videos, and 100 other people or thousands of other people have said the same thing. Were it not for the RINOs, there would have been no way that Joe Biden could have won. But Trump was just as big a threat to many of the elected representatives in Washington that were Republicans as he was to the Democrats. He represented a threat to the good old boy system, the good old girl system nowadays, whatever. But he was a threat to that because he didn't care. He didn't need anybody's money. He wasn't beholden to anyone. And he just wanted things to be done right. He wanted to drain the swamp. That was such a great term, and it terrified the politicians. I did a video recently about, is there really any difference between the Republicans and the Democrats anymore? I don't think there is. I think that there are a few good Republicans and a few good Democrats, and the rest of them are all just pieces of junk. So I don't know. And I'm a big fan of Desantis. And my fear is that when they start going at each other, which they're already doing, it's just going to create another division within the division we already have with the RINOs. And that is why I don't think that right now, as things are right now, that either one of them can win. Because people say, oh, but everybody hates Biden. No, they don't. This is the same thing is going to happen here. If we're not careful, the exact same thing will happen here that happened at the midterms. Oh, the red wave. It wasn't even a red ripple. Nothing happened. Nothing really happened in 2022. And if we don't get our act together and take our blinders off and stop being... We are so divided right now as conservatives, and it's terrifying because the Democrats aren't divided. They don't all hate Joe Biden. They may like him. They may not agree with what he's doing, but when the election comes, I have no idea who they're going to run against him. Hell, it could be Gavin Newsom. He's up against his term as the governor here. So who knows? Who knows what kind of Gavin Newsom would be disastrous as a president. Oh God, he's disastrous as a governor. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I know that if we don't figure out a way to come together as conservatives and stop all this insanity that's going on, we have to stop the hate. And that's what's going on right now. That is the realm of the Democrat. Hate, loathing, unhappiness, dissatisfaction. That is the realm of the left. But we have allowed ourselves to fall into it. And it's one of the things I did the video a while back called It's Not All About Politics. I have to live my life. And you'll notice that I said recently, I just haven't been making a lot of these videos because I just don't want to be mad all the time. But I am concerned. I am concerned because the fate of the nation rests I think, on this election. If the pendulum doesn't start to swing back, maybe not even all the way back the other way, but if we don't start getting back to the middle where we can get people who want to get things done that are good for the nation, instead of being so hateful over here and so hateful over here that we just absolutely refuse to even look at each other, we're never going to get anything done. Nothing will change. It won't matter who the president is. It won't matter who the president is. It won't matter who holds the House and who holds the Senate. It won't make any difference if we don't stop this hatred and vitriol. And as I said, that's the realm of the left, and they love it. They're eating it up because they know that they're all over here in this ball of hate, and we're over here, and we got this ball of hate, and we got this ball of hate, and these people like Trump, and these people like Desantis, and these people do and they don't, and it's insanity, and we have to stop it. If we don't, then we can't bitch and complain about rigged elections. We can't bitch and complain about any of that, because we are the ones who are causing our numbers to be small enough that it's even close. Trump would have won in a landslide had it not been for the RINOs, the people who just don't know. And I did a bill about RINOs. If you're a RINO, you're useless. You are worthless. You just really are, because you're afraid to make a stand. Independents, I feel the same way about you. There's no middle anymore. And anybody who doesn't realize that, I'm going to get into that again. All these things that are going to happen, and I've said this before too, probably won't happen in my lifetime. The end of America as we know it probably won't happen in my lifetime. I'm 63, but it probably will happen in my younger kids or maybe my grandkids' lives, and I don't want that for them. I don't know. We can't spread our message using hate. We can't do that. We need to figure out ways, and it's not that hard, figure out ways to talk reasonably to people, to these young millennials and Gen Zers, and even, well, I don't know, it's too late for the people who are my age that are hardcore liberals. They're never going to listen. They're stuck in their ways, and that's just the way things are. But if we don't start figuring out a way to come together again, like we did up until the 2000 election, when things started really getting bad, if we don't figure out a way to get back to that George H.W. Bush, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton era, America is doomed as we know it. We will become a socialist state, and when that happens, it's going to be too late to do anything about it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And I guess I should end this by saying, what do you think about the Trump-DeSantis thing? Maybe one card? I don't know. I really don't know. What do you think? Let me know. All right. See y'all later.